We have all heard, and there's so many channels dedicated to the 1 minute that Jeffrey Epstein's tape or prison tape was released. The very same tape that they said that they didn't have, that they've lost. I don't have a problem with people lying as long as they lie well and they don't gaslight people. And this is why we dislike Meghan Markle and a lot of the things and deletes. And this is why they fall flat of a lot of things they do. But to be gaslit in this way, and then you have the FBI, the best of the best, and they still can't edit things properly. That's what bothers me. That, when they lie so badly, is it because they think you have to take it no matter what? It reminds me so much of Meghan Markle. And we're going to talk about Meghan Markle. And you're wondering why I'm talking about Meghan Markle when it comes to this as well. Because Meghan Markle is involved a lot with Jeffrey Epstein. And from what I've been told, she had been texting with Virginia Giuffre up till mid-March this year. We know what happened to Virginia Giuffre or Virginia Roberts. I wonder if they were silencing her or they silenced her because, this woman, if this had come out while she was alive, there was no way Virginia Roberts would have allowed it to stand. She would have been very vocal and probably she would have named names. And that's why they needed to silence her. That is just my opinion. And let me show you just something about Meghan Markle and why I said Meghan Markle is terrible and why people are so angry about this tape. Because I'm just going to show you 1 minute and 46 of the tape and you'll understand what I'm talking about. And Kash Patel, Dan Bongino, and Pam Bondi could have done much better. And I'm surprised that none of the other YouTubers are actually looking at this. So let's get into this, beautiful people.
If I knew what I know now, I would have stayed strangers with a lot of people. Not everyone you let close deserved that access. Some people showed their true colours. The red flags were there. You just wanted to see the good, but now you know better. Protecting your peace starts with being more careful with who you let in.
You're probably wondering what this is about. This is Meghan Markle. Will Meghan Markle be called to speak at Andrew's civil trial? This is because when Virginia Roberts, the now deceased Virginia Roberts, was suing Prince Andrew, we all know that lawsuit. Her lawyer and her came out and gave a public interview where they said that they were going to subpoena Meghan Markle as a possible witness. And that was for 3 reasons. 1, she's in the US, so we have jurisdiction over her. 2, she is somebody who obviously, at least for a period of time, was a close associate of Prince Andrew and hence is in a position to perhaps have seen what he did. And perhaps, if not, to have seen what he did, to have heard people talk about it. Mr. Boyce, I think that's how you pronounce his name, said. He also goes and says, she's somebody who we can count on to tell the truth. Well, that's very debatable. And Miss Markle, who's married to Andrew's nephew, Harry, was a close companion to Prince Andrew and therefore probably saw what he did. Please keep in mind, they're not saying that since she joined the royal family through Prince Harry's marriage, she might know something, because how would she know anything? How on earth would Meghan know anything about Prince Andrew's past if she just met him? Didn't even Harry say that Meghan Markle asked him who that guy was next to the Queen because she couldn't recognize Prince Andrew? Yeah, and the reason why I'm bringing this up, it's going to become very obvious because Virginia Giuffre, who survived a very terrible car accident, abuse and everything, suddenly unalived herself right before it came out that there is no list. There is no list. And Meghan Markle allegedly had been texting Virginia Roberts up to mid-March this year. I wonder why. Let's not forget that Karina Shuliak was the last girlfriend Jeffrey Epstein had, and she said that Jeffrey Epstein was not a suicidal person. And she's on record saying that the only times she was on a yacht or anywhere going traveling was with Jeffrey Epstein. And here who do we have at the other end? We have Meghan Markle, and of course there is Misha Nunu. Now let's get to the tape, but we're going to see something here because everybody's focused on just that minute. And it's not that minute that counts, guys, because I believe that whatever happens to Jeffrey Epstein happened from 11:23 p.m. onwards. And the FBI, this is the problem, as I said earlier, they should have done a much better job of cunning us because they have all this software. And here I am, a 56-year-old woman, and I can tell that it was edited from way before. Don't focus on the minute because I think that they put that minute in there in order to people to concentrate on that minute rather than when it actually was edited. You can see 11:22, 11:23, 11:23, 11. Please keep a look on the clock right now. And then you're going to see here. This little editing tool is what appears right here at 11:23, 13 seconds. Please go watch that because that is an editing tool menu. You know, they could have just edited the whole thing and keep it on loop. So let me just continue for you to watch it. So this is, I really believe, what they're trying to hide. Not that the minute is just the bait to throw people off base. It's the half hour from 11:23 till 12, because then you would have had time to have somebody come in and do something to Jeffrey Epstein. Not before, not in 1 minute. What would 1 minute do? Is please pay attention how that disappears. At 12:01, it's gone. It's gone. That's it. As I said to you, if you start looking at this, from that moment, just look at 11:55 and please pay attention how it disappears. That's what they're trying to hide. The fact that they actually started editing it from 11:23. And then when you put the two clips together, they're left with a minute gap. The focus changes, everything changes, and the edit menu is gone. You can pause it as many times as you like, but the result will always be the same. What is interesting to me is that we have been told by YouTube and discouraged from talking about this. They have warned us YouTubers, at least me and other YouTubers, not to push this narrative or to examine the video further, to actually let it die down. I am shocked because I thought that people voted for Trump for free speech. We were all hopeful for that. But to be told as a YouTuber to not talk about this, to not showcase this. And now and tomorrow, I'm going to show you the link between Meghan Markle and Epstein. Is she next? Is this why she was texting Virginia Roberts? Because she was worried. She knew what was coming. Let's not forget she was tight with Biden. And once Biden lost, all the donations that she's done to Biden's daughter, everything. Meghan is a very shady character. But the worst part of it all is how they lie to us. Why are they lying to us like that? Why couldn't they do it properly? I don't get it. They could have kept it on loop. They could have done anything. God knows they have enough software. And they're telling me that they only had one camera working in that entire floor, when that floor is filled with cameras. Please let me know what you think, beautiful people.
Can you just tell them the truth? Can you say to the world, just tell people and then they'll understand?